Hey guys, welcome to Arctech. So in this video, I will be solving a question based on classes. So every year we have a question based on class for 4 mark, and in that we have to define a class according to the data given to us. So I will be just explaining the answer. I will not be solving the answer. But here is the question. The question is from last year. Uh, that is for 4 marks. The question says we have to define a class named city. Okay, and yeah, with the following description here. Now we have private members first and then we have public members here. Okay, so while writing such answers, so here is the answer. While writing such answers, you will first write the you'll first write the keyword class and then you'll write the name of the class which is given in the question. Okay. Now one more thing, I recommend you to start this answer from the new page. Okay, so just take a new page of the answer sheet and start writing the answer. From the in the very start, write the class keyword and then write the class name. Exactly copy the same name, all capital, all small, exactly same in the similar way, and then write this. And after that, mm, after we have private members. Okay, and also remember that always writing while writing keywords, always you have to use small letters. So don't write it as capital. Okay, now we have private members. All this. Now, one more thing. Then, while writing the private members, there is no need to write the keyword private here because whenever we are not defining any section, then it will always be in the private section. Okay. So while we are defining here public. So therefore, this will be in public. But while we have not defined anything else, it will be in private section. So there is no need to write private and no need to waste time on that. Okay. Now this is so write the curly braces here. Start the curly brace, and then we have the first member as C code and it is an integer. Okay, for city code it is an integer, so what you will just write integer and then you write C code and then a semicolon because it is a type of integer and it is C code, name is C code. Copy the same name. Okay, this exactly the same name. Now we have second as C name and this is a data member for city name and it is a string. Okay, so now whenever you have to define a string, you will just write you will just create a character array. Okay, so this is important. Always make a character array whenever you have to define a string, and then we have write the name as cname. So write the cname, and then for defining the size, you can use any size. If it is not mentioned here, you can use 20, 30, 40, whatever you want. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So use the semicolon. Then afterwards, then we have given pop. This is a integer, long integer type, and yeah, that's it. So, so this is not integer. This is long integer. So you write long, then a space, then end, and then you write the name exactly same as here. Okay, so that's like this. And one more thing, just do not forget to use small letters in all the keywords. Now we have next as km. This is the name, and this is of a type float. Okay, so it is area coverage. So you'll write float, and then you'll write km after a space, and then you use a semicolon here. Then we have density. Okay, so this is a data member for population density. It is a type of float. Okay, you write float here, then it's density, then write density and same exactly copy the same thing. Okay, and now we have a function here. Okay, and this is a function to calculate density as population per kilometer. So always you will be given the formula. So this is the key for calculation. This is as so you have to find the density as population per kilometer. Therefore, we'll write then density is equal to population upon kilometer. So it will be clear after while writing the definition. Okay, now this first part is very simple. Okay, because we have to just write the variable names and the data types. The main thing starts from here while writing the functions. Okay, now we have written here void. So we have to choose a return type. We have used void here because this function is not returning any value, therefore we'll use void here. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So we'll use void here and then we'll write the name of the function here, and then we have two options. Either we can define the function inside the class, that is here, or either we can define the function after the class. Okay, that is this is defined here after the class. Okay, this is then calculate whatever that is. Okay, so it depends totally on you, but I'll recommend you to solve the or to write the definition inside the class because that will be easy and it will be time consuming if you are writing it outside the class. So write it inside the class if it is possible for you. Okay, So they have solved it after the class. It's okay, but if it is possible, then define it inside the class. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So these are the private members. So you'll write semicolon after this because we are not defining it here. Okay. Now in the next line you write the public keyword. Okay, not this but this keyword. Okay, because it has a capital here. Okay, so you use small here because it is a keyword. Then write a colon here. Okay, and then you will just write this function. So we have a function here, and mostly we have functions only in public. Okay, public contains functions only most of times. Okay. Okay, so we have function record here. So you write void record because see this is not returning any value. It is just taking input from the user. Therefore, we'll use void here also. And most of the time you will use void because at the class 12th level they never ask you to return any value in any function in class. Okay, so use void here, and then write the name of the function, that is record. Then write the semicolon because we are defining it outside the class. But if you are defining it inside the class, then don't write this semicolon. Just after this, just start writing the definition here. Okay, now what this function does is take these values as input. We'll define it after. Okay, here we'll define afterwards after the class. Okay, now the next thing we have is a function named as view. So what this does, it take, okay, a function to display all the data types. Okay, so what this will do, this will just display the data types whatever we have data members. Okay, so it will display this name, this all this. Okay, all these members. Okay, yeah, this all these members. Okay, now we have one more thing, that this function will also display a message highly populated city if the density is more than 10,000. Okay, so this will be in the function definition. I'll make it clear afterwards. Okay, yeah, so that's it. Now after adding this thing, just write the semicolon and then close the class here. This is opening of the class, this is closing of the class. And don't forget to use a semicolon after the class because it has half mark, so don't forget this thing. Okay, now after writing the class we have to define the functions. Okay, because we have just declared them, we have not defined them inside the class. So let us define them after the class. Okay, so now let's define the void record. Okay, now one more thing to remember is that while defining a function outside the class, the syntax is you will write first the return type, then you will write the name of the class. Okay, then you write this operator. This is called scope resolution operator. Okay, so you'll write this after the class name, and then you'll write the function name, whose definition you're going to write. Okay, so this is syntax. I just mug this up, that you have to use return type first, then you have to use the class name, then you'll use the scope resolution operator, then you'll use the function name. Okay, now this is starting of the function, this is ending of the function. Okay, now what we have to do is that this function takes allow user to enter the values of this data. So what this will do, this will just tell the user to enter the values. Okay, now you will take our input cin, you will take input as your input of the, what is the first value we have first as c code. Okay, we'll take input from here. So sorry, this is not right, this is I think mistake here, this is c code. Okay, so you'll take input from the user, you'll write cin, you'll take c code. Okay, because this is an integer, so you will use cin. Okay, after that what you have to do, we'll take input for name. Okay, this is given here, we'll take first c code, then we'll use take input for c name. This is c name. Okay, this is c name. See, you can see here, this is c name. This is a typing mistake I think. So take the input of c name. So this is a string, therefore use a gets function. Okay, I don't know why they have used cin, because it's not good to use cin for taking input as a string, but okay, that's okay. So you will use gets in place of cin. Okay, so you write gets here, and then in the brackets you will write the name of the string, that is cname. Okay, then semicolon here, then you will take input of pop. Okay, so you'll write pop because it is a long end. Okay, so you will use cin, then you'll take input of km, so you'll write cin km because this is a float, so you'll use cin, then a semicolon, and then you will okay, then you have to call the function then call. Okay, So you'll write, so how to call this function is just simply write the name of the function and use a semicolon. There is no need to write the type of data. Okay, just write the function name while calling the function. Okay, that's it. This is the end of the definition here. Just close this definition. Okay, now we have next function as view. So what this function, so we're writing the definition of the function. Same here, write the type, then write the class name, then the operator, and then the function name. Okay, okay, I'll start the function here. Okay, now what this function does is that a function display all the data members. So this will display all the data members, that is all this thing, or you can say all this stuff. Okay, it will display all this data members. Sorry, from till here. Okay, okay. So for displaying, we'll use cout here. Write cout, then write this two operators. Okay, less than operators. Then write the first thing we have is C code. Okay, so we have first thing as C code. Write C code here. Then give another two operators. Then write C name. Then two another. Then pop. Then two another operator. Then km. Then two another. Then density. Or you can just write them in a new lines. Whatever. So it depends on you. Now, yeah. After this, we have displayed all the members. Now this function also tells us to display message highly populated city if the density is more than 10,000. Okay, so for this we'll use if function here, if statement here, and we'll use if density is greater than, so see here, density is more, if density is more than 10,000, then we'll display cout as highly populated city. Okay, that's it. Just use the cout here. Okay, now close this function. Okay, this is a starting of function, this is the whole function, not this. Okay, so this is the function starting here, and then this is the remaining function here. Okay, and then we have last function here, then call. Okay, now same thing, write the type, then say class name, then operator, and then the name of the function which you want to define here. Now starting and ending is here. You will write what this function does is that a function to calculate, it calculates the density, and density is as population upon kilometer. Therefore you will write density is equal to population pop upon km. That's it, and you close it. So this is all about the answer. This is answer. It's very simple. Just understand how to use the simple syntaxes. So thanks for watching. If you have any queries, you can comment below.